I actually made this review about an hour and 10 minutes after I played into the game, but last night I actually played the entire full game on stream. And I actually I wanted to revise the review, but I didn't want to just scrap all of this. So if you want to, watch the rest of this review and, see what my hour and 10 minute experience, and then, you want to skip to the end, which if you want to actually skip to the end, look at the title. It'll have the time that you should skip to. You can actually get my full after game play or full play through review uh, about this game. It's actually interesting. I hope you guys listen to it. In Extinction, you play as Avil, the last of the Sentinel Warriors. In this hack and slash adventure game, you're going from town to town, just killing off all these jackals and also trying to stop the Reveni from destroying the entire town. Your main objective in this game is to essentially kill all the jackals to gain meter, as you see right here. This meter is actually called rune energy. When your rune energy is completely full, you're able to take on these colossal demons called the Reveni. Now, the first time I went against the Reveni, I just died and died and died, man. Oh my god, it was ridiculous at first. It's a learning experience that you just have to, deal with in the beginning. It's kind of like playing, Dark Souls. You die and die and die until you figure out how to actually beat that enemy. You just have to realize to obviously not get hit. I mean, this is kind of the concept in almost every game we play. But you have to make sure, as you can see up in the top right corner, that the city is still not being destroyed as you take on the Reveni, that the city's not being destroyed by the jackals, because they're still going around killing people, they're still going around destroying all the buildings. And if the percentage of the city gets down to 0, then its mission failed. So as you're going around juggling to fight the Reveni off, to fight the jackals, as well as save the citizens, you have to make sure that the city is not being destroyed to a complete rubble. Which, in my case, it was kind of hard. Like, I didn't know whether I should save the citizens more, whether I should kill more of the jackals to build up my meter, or whether I should just go head on to the Reveni. I just wasn't sure at first. So for me, it was I've tried to, save the citizens, and then I tried to fight the jackal off, and I just wasn't building up meter as fast. While the Reveni was destroying the city, it just didn't seem like it was the optimal strategy. So then I opted for just saying, screw it, just go straight for the Reveni. So then I started focusing on the Reveni by destroying their armor and building up meter, which you do. And then I destroyed their limbs, which do regenerate, so you can also just keep on destroying them constantly and slowing them down. Yes, the jackal might be destroying the city, but it's not as a fast rate as the Reveni does. And it's a nice thing too, because while you're fighting the Reveni, they're not progressing and destroying the rest of the city. There are times where there are multiple Reveni, so you have to be careful on that. But I still stand by just going straight for the Reveni, slowing one down at a time, because right after you build your meter, you can easily climb up on their back, execute them, and then move on to the next one. And when I first saw this game, I honestly thought that the jackals were going to be the fast pace, and then the Reveni was going to be, the slower pace action. But it's honestly continuously fast paced through and through. Even when you're fighting the Reveni, it's continuously fast paced, because you have to make sure not to get hit by them. You die in like 2 hits. I would say the pace of the game is actually very, very nice. Early on in the game is a little bit weird in pacing, because they keep pausing and, telling you how to play the game or how to do this, how to do that. But right after that, like, it honestly jumps you in, and it's just an all-out go. The graphics of the game are pretty nice too as well. I had no frame rate dips or anything, but the music side of it, I didn't really get too wowed from the music. I would say the main thing you're realistically getting from this game is just the core gameplay, because the story side of this game also is very cut and dry. It tells you that, you have to defend the city from the Reveni and the jackals and whatnot, and that you're, the last of the sentinels, but you're not really getting much out of this game's storyline, or at least the visual effects of the game. From what I've seen so far, there's no animated cutscenes or anything. It's just, a dry and still shot photo with like very, very, still images from the animation. I was hoping that it being a $60 price tag on this, that you at least get some type of cutscene or some type of, true free-flowing animation that, is in the gameplay itself. But you're not getting that. You're just getting the still images that, were drawn, which is not a bad thing, but from a $60 game, I was just hoping more. With 10 chapters being in the game, and I played through the complete chapter 1 within about like 40 minutes to an hour, it just feels more so like a time attack game than it does an actual adventure game. And it just feels like you have to beat the levels as fast as possible and not really take in, much of the scenery or anything, which is obvious because, I mean, you are, racing against, the city being destroyed, but I was hoping for at least a little bit more in each level rather than just fight off the jackals, which in my opinion, like I said, I don't feel like are worth fighting, and going to kill the Ravenni. And in the campaign mode, you can actually upgrade your character's stats from, getting more health or being able to recover these runes a little bit faster, doing a little bit more combos, so on and so forth. You're also able to play time attack mode and also do daily challenges as well. But like I've stated before, I really did have a good time with this game. It was very fun when I played it. But I just don't think it's worth the $60 price tag. I think it's asking a little bit too much. $40 would have been absolutely perfect for this title. I stand by the $40 price tag. But at $60, it's just asking a little bit too much in my opinion. Okay, so if you fast forwarded through the, hour and 10 minutes of me playing this from before or whatever review to now, if you didn't, thank you. But if you did, my opinion of this game has switched from when I first recorded this review. I beat the game last night, and oh my god, like, I kid you not, every single mission, or my bad, every 3 missions is about the same. It just rinses and repeats. Save the civilians, kill the Ravenni to defend the town. And it's problematic. It's the same 3 missions over and over again. And the other situation the other problem that I have with the game is that it's coming out with DLC. I don't think this game needs DLC personally. Like, I don't see what you can add in this game that's going to make it any different than the campaign mode. Or at least skirmish mode, because skirmish mode, you can make it to where there's random seeds. So you can just keep on putting in random numbers and essentially getting your quote-unquote DLC or your new campaign modes or something like that. It shouldn't have been $60. I don't know why it's $60. Maybe the devs visioned something differently than I played, but I honestly got like a $15 game's worth out of this game, or a $20 game's worth out of this game. It's just sad to see this is essentially where gaming is going, and it's not necessarily a bad game. I think this is a very solid $15 game or $20 game title. But at $60, when you want me to judge it at the price that it's at and at the content that I was receiving, I'm going to say this is, honest to God, a pass. I feel bad to say that, because I always feel bad to say, like, oh, no, fuck no, don't play this game, because I love video games. But I don't want to see you make a mistake and go and buy this title when there's other $60 titles or other $20 titles or other $15 titles that are way better to spend your money on, and that you would get essentially the same or if not better experience. Go buy Attack on Titan 2 for $60 because you get, you get co-op, you get character customization, you also get a actual CGI video, or not CGI video, but at least actual in-game in-depth game story mode with videos, instead of it just being what felt like throwaway sketches. And I hate talking so badly about it, but that's essentially what you're getting out of this game. They gave you a CGI for the trailer, which is fine because a lot of games do. But when you get the game, it was just, it felt like throwaway sketches. The story mode essentially is exactly Attack on Titan. And that's problematic to me. I do apologize for this being 9 minutes long, but hopefully I did save you 5 minutes of you skipping all of that bullshit. But that's what I wanted to add on. Know your worth. If you're a game developer, know what your game is valued at. Know what you're, trying to present to people. And don't think that people are just trying to throw their money away. Give me your input on Extinction in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys think about this title. Like or dislike, I would love to hear your feedback from this video. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and hit that bell icon that's right next to the subscribe button so you know when more videos are going to be going live. I'm Foolish Paul, and thank you guys for watching this video.